I'm here with Friye, and you're headlining your first show ever in Toronto. How you feeling?
Man, I'm just feeling excited, you know?
Remember when I was the only one in the cut with you? Tell me why you putting up a front. What's up with you? I know you don't really wanna wait. You know how I had you feeling.
Toronto's my hometown, and it's good to have my family, supporters, and friends all in one space, you know? I like to think my whole life is written by God, and and I feel like everything's divine timing. So right now we have the show coming up soon. We got a tour coming up right after, and we just dropped the album, so everything's aligning right now. So
You've been on a roll, because you've been walking out famous boxers from Floyd Mayweather to
Kerma Moulton. Yep, Kerma Moulton. He's a young protege. Like, he's the face of boxing, future of boxing.
Yeah.
Like, he's the next guy.
That's
you know
amazing.
what I mean? Yeah, that's like the next guy. So for him to, we clicked up. That's my dog. I walked him out in Mexico City, and the walkout lasted longer than the fight. So
Speaking of the album, how much work went into actually creating this? Because it's not your first album, right? But I would say potentially maybe even the most emotional.
I was vulnerable in this album. I was in a certain space when I created this project, so I kind of just laid it all on the record. I put a lot of work into this album. Like, the cover alone, we flew out to Utah to shoot the cover.
Wow.
And we drove 2 hours out of Salt Lake City just to shoot the cover and to shoot the video. So there's a lot of effort just put into the cover. So imagine all the songs and the layers. I have records on here that are probably like 2, 3, 4 years old that I just remixed and put more oomph into it. So I'm so excited, and I hope that everybody listens to it and appreciates it for the art it is.
You were on tour with one of my favorite dancehall artists, Dexta Daps.
Yes, sir.
What was that experience like? You learned some patois?
Oh man, Wagwan, you're there. But I already knew that from being from Ghana, you know what I mean? But so I just fit right in with them. You know, they actually thought I was Jamaican when they met me. They're like, yo, them boy that, he move like a yardie, you know? So part of the reason why I'm even like on the touring thing and like trying to do that whole thing independent is because of Dexta and being on the road with them. When I was on the road with them, I got to experience how it was being on tour. You know what I mean? I was a supporting artist with him. So we performed around 12 cities in America, and we drove around the whole America in a Sprinter bus, just like locked in, grinding, you know? So that kind of showed me that even an artist on that level, you still have to have that hunger and grind, you know?
In this album, you shout out Toronto law, you know, Jane Strip, where you grew up. What kind of energy and motivation are you hoping to feed back into the city with this?
I'm a walking example of just starting from nothing to turning into something, you know what I mean? It shows that hard work actually works, and belief, you know what I mean? So, man, I came from nothing, and I'm doing a show at Drake, Live Nation. We have a tour coming up, and that's just an example. It's only gonna go up. It's only gonna go up, right? We gotta snap to that,
Snap to that.
So for all the people watching and all the people who just have a dream, just believe in it, and just never stop, bro, and just hard work. That's what I'm saying.